Noah adjusted the straps of his space pack as the small shuttle touched down on the surface of Zithera. The planet's sky was painted with swirling shades of green and purple, and the ground beneath him shimmered with crystals that reflected light in sharp, dazzling patterns. He had traveled far from Earth to reach this remote world, searching for rare energy crystals that were rumored to power entire cities back home. He stepped carefully onto the ground, scanning the horizon. The air was thin but breathable, with a faint metallic scent. Birds or creatures of some kind flew high above, their wings flashing in the sunlight. Noah's heart beat fast, not from fear, but from the excitement of discovery. Noah had just bent down to examine a cluster of crystals when the ground trembled beneath him. Before he could react, a strange force knocked him off his feet. Bright lights surrounded him, forming a shimmering net that held him tightly. He struggled for a moment, but it was useless. A deep voice echoed in his mind. "Do not resist, human. You are my guest now." Noah looked up and saw a figure approaching. It was taller than any human, with smooth skin that reflected light and eyes that seemed to glow from within. The figure moved with grace and authority. At the front, a crown-like structure glimmered on the head of the figure, marking her as someone of importance. Noah realized with a mixture of awe and fear that he was standing before the alien queen Arena. "Why have you brought me here?" Noah asked, keeping his voice calm. He had learned over years of exploration that showing fear only invited trouble. Arena tilted her head, studying him closely. "I want to understand you, human. You are different from the others of your kind we have observed. You do not panic. You do not scream. Yet you came to our world uninvited." Noah kept his eyes steady. "I came here to explore. I did not mean to offend. I only want to learn." Arena's attendants, smaller aliens with smooth gray skin, whispered among themselves. They looked at Noah with suspicion, but also with curiosity. They had seen humans before, but none had behaved like this. Usually humans struggled, shouted, or tried to escape, but Noah's calm courage was unusual. "You will be placed in a holding chamber," Arena said. "There we will observe your behavior. We will see if your courage is genuine." Noah nodded. "I will cooperate. I have no wish to fight you." The attendants guided him through a long hallway. The walls glowed with soft blue light, and strange symbols moved along the surfaces like living patterns. Noah noticed that the floor seemed to respond to his steps, adjusting slightly as if alive. It was unlike anything he had ever seen. Finally, he was led into a circular chamber. The room was empty except for a platform in the center where he was instructed to stand. The walls were transparent, showing vast fields of alien flora outside. The chamber hummed quietly, and Noah felt a gentle pressure in the air as if the room itself was aware of him. Arena appeared at the entrance, her glowing eyes fixed on Noah. "Do you feel fear, human?" she asked. Noah thought carefully before answering. "A little. But I also feel curiosity. I want to know more about your world and your people." Arena's expression softened slightly. "Interesting. Most humans show only fear, yet you show both caution and bravery. You are unusual, human Noah." The attendants watched silently, impressed by the calm exchange. Noah realized that Arena's presence was commanding, not only because of her size or crown, but because of her energy. She radiated authority and intelligence that made him aware of his own limits. Still, he did not step back. He had faced danger before, and he knew fear could be controlled. "Tomorrow we will begin tests," Arena said. "Tests of your intelligence, your agility, and your courage. Your behavior will determine your fate on Zithera." Noah nodded, aware that he had no choice but to comply. Yet inside he felt a spark of excitement. This was more than a capture. It was an opportunity to show the aliens what humans were capable of. Arena's attendants closed the chamber door, leaving Noah alone. He paced slowly, examining the platform and the glowing walls. He wondered what the tests would involve and how he could survive them. At the same time, he felt a strange connection to Arena. She was not like other captors he had faced in his life. She was intelligent, observant, and, he realized with a sense of respect, she was curious about him as a person, not just a prisoner. As the twin moons of Zithera rose in the sky, Noah sat on the platform and prepared himself mentally. He thought about his family on Earth, about the mission that had brought him here, and about the bravery he would need in the days ahead. The stars above shone brighter than any he had seen, and he felt small but determined. For the first time, Noah understood that this planet, its queen and its people, might see humans in a new way. If he could prove his courage and intelligence, he could change their minds. And maybe, just maybe, he could show them that humans were capable of more than anyone had ever imagined. The next morning, Noah awoke to soft light filtering through the walls of the chamber. The air was warm and smelled faintly of minerals from the planet outside. He stretched and prepared himself for whatever Orina had planned. Today would be the first test of his courage and intelligence. Soon the chamber doors opened, and Orina entered with her attendants. She moved gracefully, her glowing eyes fixed on Noah. "Today, human Noah, you will face the first of your challenges," she said. Her voice was calm but commanding, carrying an authority that made Noah pay full attention. The doors opened into a large hall, unlike anything Noah had seen before. The floor was smooth but covered with shifting patterns of light. Strange machines lined the walls, and platforms hovered mid-air, connected by narrow bridges of glowing energy. The entire room seemed alive, as if it would react to every move he made. Orina explained the test. "This room contains several challenges. Some will test your speed, some your intelligence, and others your courage. You must complete them to show your worth. You will have no tools from your world. You may only use your mind, your strength, and your judgment." Noah nodded. He had faced many difficult missions on Earth, but this was unlike anything else. He felt a thrill of excitement mixed with the tension of the unknown. The first challenge appeared immediately. A moving platform hovered over a deep pit filled with a glowing green liquid. The platform shifted unpredictably, and Noah had to jump from one to another to reach the other side. He took a deep breath and stepped forward. The platform tilted slightly as he landed, but he adjusted quickly, keeping his balance. He leaped to the next platform, then the next, feeling his heart beat faster with each movement. Orina watched silently from above, her eyes glowing brighter. "Most humans would hesitate, yet you do not." "Interesting," she said to herself. Noah reached the other side safely, though his legs trembled from the effort. He bowed slightly to acknowledge the challenge completed. The second test was different. A panel of alien symbols lit up before him. He realized it was a puzzle, a combination of logic and pattern recognition. Noah studied the symbols carefully. Some moved, others changed color, and some seemed to respond to his touch. He remembered how his training on Earth had taught him to observe first, act later. Slowly, he traced patterns and experimented, trying different sequences. Time passed, but Noah remained calm. Finally, the last symbol shifted into place and a soft chime signaled success. Orina's attendants whispered among themselves. They had never seen a human solve such a complex puzzle so quickly. Orina herself felt a small spark of admiration. The third challenge was the most frightening. A corridor opened, filled with strange holographic creatures that lunged toward him as he walked. They looked real enough to make his heart race. Noah took a deep breath and remembered his goal. Stay calm, stay focused. He stepped carefully, dodging and weaving between the creatures. He did not strike them, only moved with precision and speed. Each step tested his courage, but he kept his mind clear. The creatures vanished as he reached the end of the corridor. Orina stepped closer, her glowing eyes reflecting a mixture of curiosity and respect. "You are braver than I expected, human. Most would have fled or hidden in fear, yet you face challenges directly and think clearly under pressure." Noah felt a small sense of pride but kept his expression humble. "I am only doing what I must to survive and understand your world," he replied. The final test combined everything he had learned. He had to navigate a shifting maze while solving puzzles and avoiding moving hazards. The maze changed with every step, forcing Noah to think quickly and adapt. He ran, jumped, and calculated his moves using both intelligence and courage. Hours seemed to pass, though it was hard to tell in the glowing maze. Noah pushed forward, never panicking, even when the walls seemed to close around him. Finally, he reached the center, where a platform rose to meet him. He stepped onto it, completing the last challenge. Orina descended to meet him. "Human Noah, you have completed the tests," she said. Her voice carried both admiration and a hint of wonder. "You show bravery, intelligence, and focus. You are unlike any human we have captured. You may have a place among us if you choose to help rather than resist." Noah nodded slowly. He understood that this was more than a test of strength. It was a test of character. He had faced fear, thought clearly, and acted with courage. He had shown the qualities that Orina respected most. The attendants led him back to his chamber, but Orina lingered. I will observe you further, human. You are unusual, and I wish to see how far your courage and wisdom can reach. You may change the way we see your kind. Noah watched her leave, feeling a sense of cautious optimism. He realized that survival was not only about avoiding danger but also about showing respect, intelligence, and bravery. As he rested, Noah thought about the challenges ahead. The tests had been difficult, but he had proven himself. The alien queen had noticed him, and perhaps he thought this could be the start of something far greater than he had imagined. For the first time since his arrival, Noah smiled. He was no longer just a captured human. He was a challenger, someone who might earn respect in an alien world simply by being brave, smart, and calm. The chamber doors opened again the next day, and Noah stepped out, ready for whatever Arena had planned. He had proven himself in the tests, but he sensed that the alien queen had more in store for him. Her glowing eyes met his as she approached, moving with her usual grace. "Noah," Arena began, "you have shown courage, intelligence, and composure under pressure. Today I will offer you a choice." Noah tilted his head. "A choice?" "Yes," Arena said. "You may remain here as my guest and observer, or you may help us with a mission critical to Zithra's survival. The decision is yours." Noah considered the offer carefully. Staying captive might be safer, but it would mean doing nothing while the planet faced danger. Helping them could be risky, but he was capable of facing danger. "I will help," he said firmly. "I want to do what I can to help your people." Arena studied him for a long moment, her eyes glowing brighter. "Bold, selfless, this is why I find you intriguing, human. You will lead a small group to resolve a critical problem. You must succeed, or the consequences for Zithra could be severe." Noah nodded, not intimidated by the words. He had faced high-stakes situations before. He was ready. Arena summoned a group of Xerians to accompany him. They were strong, intelligent, and skilled, but most had never worked with humans before. They looked at Noah with cautious curiosity. One of them, a tall Xerian named Virek, spoke first. "You are the human they chose? You are small and untested." Noah met Virek's gaze steadily. "I may be smaller, but I have faced challenges before. I will work with you, not against you. We can succeed if we cooperate." Arena nodded approvingly. "The mission is urgent. Zithra's northern energy fields are unstable. If the energy nodes collapse, entire regions will lose power, and the planet could face ecological disaster. You must reach the fields, stabilize them, and return safely." The team set out immediately. Noah led them through dense forests with luminous plants, across rivers of flowing liquid crystal, and over cliffs that shimmered like glass. Every step was difficult, but Noah kept the group organized, encouraging them when they faltered. Virek and the others began to respect Noah's leadership. They realized he thought quickly, made careful decisions, and remained calm under pressure. He did not act arrogantly. He listened, observed, and gave clear instructions. Slowly, their skepticism faded. As night fell, the group set up a small camp near the edge of the energy fields. Noah studied the map Arena had provided, noting the points where instability was most dangerous. The energy readings were unpredictable, shifting rapidly and threatening to overload the systems. "We must act fast," Noah said. "If the nodes collapse during the night, the damage will be severe. We need to move carefully but steadily." The next morning, the group reached the first node. It glowed brightly, almost dangerously. Noah examined the controls, trying to understand Xerian technology. Though alien, it responded to logic, patterns, and energy flow, things he could reason with. Virek stepped forward, offering help, but Noah shook his head politely. "I can handle this one. Watch and learn." With precise movements, Noah adjusted the energy circuits, redirecting power and stabilizing the node. Sparks flickered and the machine hummed, then settled. The node glowed steady, no longer threatening. The other Xerians exchanged amazed glances. Noah had accomplished in minutes what many of them would have struggled with for hours. Arena had taught them to be cautious of humans, yet Noah's intelligence and calm courage impressed them deeply. The team moved to the next node, which required climbing a cliff to reach. Noah went first, checking handholds and ensuring the path was safe. He helped each Xerian, giving instructions and encouragement. When a small crystal shard dislodged underfoot, Noah reacted quickly to prevent a fall, keeping everyone safe. At the final node, the energy field was the most unstable. Noah studied the patterns carefully and directed the group. Together they worked to redirect the power flow. The node flared, then pulsed steadily. The energy stabilized and the northern fields were safe. The group cheered, and even Virek smiled, nodding in approval at Noah. "You have done more than I expected," Virek admitted. Noah looked around at the Xerians, feeling a sense of accomplishment. "We did it together. That is what matters." As they returned to Arena, Noah realized something important. The mission had not only tested his courage and intelligence, but also built trust. He had shown that humans were capable of leadership, problem-solving, and bravery, even in an alien world. Arena met him at the edge of the palace grounds. Her eyes glowed warmly. "You have performed beyond expectations, human. Your actions today have proven your worth, and you have earned the respect of my people. I am impressed by your courage, wisdom, and selflessness." Noah smiled, feeling a quiet pride. He knew there would be more challenges ahead, but for the first time, he felt that he belonged on Zithra not as a captive, but as an ally. The mission had been dangerous, but it had shown Noah something more important. Humans, even small and alone, could inspire trust, lead others, and change the minds of powerful beings. Noah and the Xerian team returned from the northern energy fields with a sense of accomplishment. The air was filled with the soft hum of stabilized energy nodes, and the northern sky glowed with light from the restored fields. Yet as they journeyed back, dark clouds began gathering on the horizon. Virek, the Xerian who had doubted Noah at first, frowned. "These are unusual storm clouds. Zithra rarely experiences such rapid shifts. It could be dangerous." Noah scanned the sky. The clouds moved quickly, swirling with streaks of green and violet. He could feel the energy in the air. It was unstable, unpredictable. "We need to find shelter," he said. "If the storm reaches us while we are in the open, it could damage the energy circuits and put our mission at risk." The team quickened their pace, but the storm approached faster than anticipated. Lightning-like flashes of energy arced across the sky, and strong winds tossed the trees and crystal formations violently. Noah could see fear in some of the Xerians' eyes, but he kept his calm. He knew that panic would only make the situation worse. "Stay close and follow my lead," Noah called. "We will reach a safe location if we work together." The team moved carefully, holding on to one another when paths became slippery. Noah spotted a large overhang formed by natural rock that could provide shelter. He led the group there, coordinating their movements to avoid falling debris and unstable ground. When they reached the overhang, Noah quickly assessed the area. "We are safe here for now, but the storm is strong. We need to stabilize ourselves and our equipment. Virek, help me secure the energy pack. The others can assist by monitoring the surroundings." The storm raged outside, shaking the rock overhang with powerful gusts. Noah and Virek worked together, adjusting the energy devices to prevent overload. Sparks flew and the hum of the equipment mixed with the roar of the wind. Noah's hands were steady, his mind focused. One of the younger Xerians, Lyriel, looked frightened. "I have never seen a storm like this. What if it destroys us?" Noah knelt beside her. "It will not destroy us if we stay calm and careful. Fear does not help. Focus on what you can control, and we will get through this together." As the minutes passed, the storm intensified. Lightning struck nearby crystal formations, sending showers of glowing shards across the terrain. Noah led the team in moving the energy equipment to safer positions. Each step was risky, but he guided them with patience and precision. Virek watched Noah closely. He realized that this human, small and untested at first, was keeping everyone alive and focused. Noah's courage inspired confidence, and even the younger Xerians began to follow his lead without hesitation. Finally, the storm began to ease, though the sky remained dark and streaked with residual energy. Noah checked the equipment. Everything had survived and the energy nodes were still stable. He exhaled, feeling relief wash over him. "Good work, everyone," Noah said, his voice calm but proud. "The storm is dangerous, but we handled it together. Your efforts kept the energy safe and each other alive." Virek nodded slowly. "I underestimated you, Noah. You have proven that humans can lead with courage and wisdom. I am impressed." Noah smiled, not from pride but from understanding. Leadership was not about showing strength alone. It was about inspiring others, staying calm under pressure and making decisions that protected everyone. As the storm cleared, Noah looked up at the sky. The moons of Zithra were visible again, their light reflecting off the crystalline landscape. He felt a quiet joy in knowing that they had survived together. The team began to move back toward Arena's palace, their spirits lifted despite the recent danger. When they returned, Arena awaited them, her glowing eyes observing every detail of their return. She studied Noah closely, noticing how he remained composed and focused even in the face of natural disaster. "You have faced great danger, human Noah," Arena said. "The storm tested not only your courage but your ability to lead and protect others. You have done well. The Zirians see you now as someone who earns respect through action and wisdom." Noah bowed slightly. "I could not have done it without the team. Every one of us played a part. We all stayed calm and worked together." Arena nodded, clearly impressed. "You understand well the meaning of courage. It is not only fearlessness. It is careful action, leadership, and protecting others. You are unusual among humans, and I am intrigued to see how far your abilities can go." The Zirians, who had once doubted him, now looked at Noah with admiration. Even Virek placed a hand on Noah's shoulder in a gesture of respect. Noah realized that courage was contagious. By showing bravery and calm in the storm, he had inspired others to act bravely as well. As the sun rose over Zithara the next day, Noah reflected on the crisis. The storm had been dangerous, but it had also shown him something important. Courage was not just a personal trait. It was a way to protect and guide others. Noah knew that more challenges awaited, but he felt ready. He had earned the trust of the Zirians and the respect of the alien queen. His journey on Zithara was only beginning, and he understood that bravery and wisdom would continue to shape his path. For the first time, Noah felt truly confident that humans, even alone and far from home, could make a difference in an alien world. He was no longer just a visitor. He was a protector, a leader, and a symbol of human courage. After surviving the fierce storm, Noah and the Zirian team were tasked with checking the southern energy zones of Zithara. These zones were less stable and less explored, making the journey both dangerous and exciting. Noah led the group carefully through glowing forests and crystal plains, where the light reflected in thousands of directions, creating a dazzling, almost magical effect. The Zirians moved with grace, but Noah noticed their caution. The southern regions were known for sudden energy surges that could harm even the strongest aliens. Noah stayed alert, his mind analyzing every detail of the terrain and the energy readings. His calm and observant nature reassured the team as they moved forward. As they approached a dense forest of tall, crystalline trees, Noah detected an unusual energy signal. Unlike the normal pulses from the energy nodes, this one was steady but intense. "There's something here," he said. "I don't know what it is yet, but it could be important." The team followed Noah as he moved toward the source. The forest opened into a hidden valley, where a massive structure glowed softly. Its shape was unlike any natural formation. It was clearly constructed by an intelligent species long ago. Noah's eyes widened. "This must be ancient Zirian technology," he said. "It could help us stabilize the southern energy zones." Virek and Lirael approached cautiously. "Be careful, human," Virek said. "We do not know what dangers it holds." Noah nodded. "I will be careful, but we must examine it. This could be critical for the survival of Zithara." The group stepped closer. The structure appeared to be an energy device with intricate panels and glowing symbols. Noah studied it, noticing patterns in the energy flow. He realized that although it was alien, its logic could be understood. Using his knowledge of circuits and energy systems from Earth, he began to deduce how it worked. Arena had taught the Zirians to respect human intelligence, but seeing Noah work with the artifact amazed them. He traced the energy pathways, pressing panels in a careful sequence, and the device responded. Lights shifted, and the energy in the valley seemed to stabilize and strengthen. "This is incredible," Lirael whispered. "A human understands this better than some of our own engineers." Noah did not smile. He was focused. He adjusted the energy flow further, rerouting some of it to align with the southern energy nodes. Slowly, he brought the unstable fields into balance. Sparks of energy flickered, but Noah's steady hands guided the process. Finally, the device hummed smoothly, the energy readings steady and strong. The southern zones were now stable. Noah stepped back, breathing a small sigh of relief. The Zirians watched in awe. Virek approached, his usual skepticism replaced by genuine admiration. "I have never seen a human adapt to our technology so quickly. You have done what many of us could not." Noah shook his head modestly. "It is not just me. I observed the patterns and used logic. The technology speaks a kind of language, and anyone who studies it carefully could understand it. As Noah worked, Irina had arrived quietly. She had observed the entire process from a distance. Her eyes glowed softly, filled with wonder. "Human Noah," she said, her voice calm but carrying deep respect. "You have achieved something extraordinary. You understood the artifact and used it to save the southern energy zones. Your mind and courage are beyond what I expected from your kind." Noah looked at her. "I only did what I could. I wanted to help your people. I believe that cooperation and careful thought can solve problems, even ones that seem impossible." Irina studied him closely. "You are unlike any human I have known. Your intelligence, focus, and calmness in danger are remarkable. I am beginning to see the potential in humans that many of my people have ignored." Noah felt a quiet sense of pride, not in himself, but in what he had accomplished for the Xerians. This was more than personal success. It was proof that humans could make a difference even in an alien world. The team spent the night in the valley, the artifact's soft glow lighting their camp. Noah helped the Xerians set up protective energy barriers to ensure the field stayed stable. They shared stories of Earth and Zithra, learning from each other. Noah's presence inspired curiosity and respect. As the moons of Zithra rose high above the valley, Noah sat quietly, reflecting on the discovery. The artifact was ancient, powerful, and beautiful, yet it had responded to careful observation and human ingenuity. He realized that courage alone was not enough. Intelligence and patience were just as important. Irina's voice echoed in his mind, soft but clear. "You have changed how I see humans, Noah. Your actions will be remembered. You may be small, but your mind and bravery make you a force to be reckoned with." Noah smiled faintly, feeling a quiet determination. There were more challenges ahead, but he understood now that humans could achieve great things through courage, intelligence, and cooperation. He had proven that even on a distant planet, human ingenuity and bravery could save lives and inspire respect. The artifact pulsed gently, a reminder that discovery and courage went hand in hand. Noah knew that this was only the beginning of what he could achieve on Zithra. Noah woke early the next morning in the valley, the soft glow of the artifact lighting the camp. The energy fields were stable, but the readings showed a sudden fluctuation in the northern region. Something was wrong. Without hesitation, Noah gathered the Xerian team. "Something is happening in the northern fields," he said. "If we do not act quickly, the energy nodes could collapse and the planet could suffer severe damage." Virek and the others immediately followed Noah as he led them toward the north. The sky was clear, but the air vibrated with unstable energy. The trees and crystals shimmered with a strange intensity, and the ground beneath them hummed. As they approached the northern energy zone, Noah saw the cause of the instability. A powerful surge had overloaded several nodes, sending arcs of energy into the sky. Sparks danced dangerously around the area. One wrong move could trigger a chain reaction that would collapse the entire field. "Stay back," Noah instructed. "We need to stabilize the main nodes first. I will guide the energy flow." Noah stepped forward, examining the circuits and energy conduits carefully. He analyzed the patterns quickly and devised a plan. The Xerian team watched closely, ready to assist but trusting Noah's judgment. With precise movements, Noah began redirecting the energy, adjusting panels and rerouting power flows. Sparks flew, and the hum of the energy nodes intensified. Noah worked steadily, his mind focused, calculating each step. Every decision mattered. Virek stepped closer. "Human, this is dangerous. If you make a mistake, it could destroy the field." Noah glanced at him calmly. "I know, but we must act or the planet could suffer. Stay ready to assist. Timing and coordination are critical." The team followed his instructions, moving carefully as Noah guided them. Together, they redirected the unstable energy through safe channels. Sparks continued to fly, but Noah's steady hands prevented any node from collapsing. One of the smaller nodes began to surge violently. Noah moved quickly, climbing onto the platform and adjusting the controls. The energy arced around him, but he stayed calm, focusing on the sequence. With a final adjustment, the node stabilized and the arcs of energy disappeared. The team let out a collective sigh of relief. Noah, however, continued working until every node was stable. Hours of careful action passed, and finally, the northern fields glowed steadily, humming with balanced energy. The crisis was averted, Virek approached Noah, his eyes wide with respect. I have never seen anyone handle such a dangerous situation with such calm and skill. You are remarkable. Noah shook his head. We all did this together. Each of you followed my instructions, stayed focused, and acted quickly. That is why we succeeded. As they returned to Arena, the alien queen awaited them at the edge of the palace grounds. Her eyes glowed warmly, reflecting both pride and amazement. She studied Noah carefully, noting how he had remained calm and effective during the dangerous surge. You have done more than anyone could have expected, human Noah, Arena said. You faced extreme danger, analyzed the situation, and acted decisively. Your courage, intelligence, and leadership have saved Zithra from disaster. Noah bowed slightly. I only did what I could. The team supported me and we worked together. That is what made it possible. Arena nodded slowly, clearly impressed. Most humans would have panicked or hesitated. You acted with clarity, focus, and bravery. You are extraordinary among your kind. My people now see that humans are capable of far more than we imagined. The Xerians who had doubted him earlier now looked at Noah with admiration and respect. Even Virek placed a hand on Noah's shoulder, a sign of acknowledgement and trust. Noah realized that courage could inspire others and intelligence could earn respect. Arena stepped closer to Noah. I am curious, human. How can someone so small accomplish what the strongest Xerians could struggle to do? Noah smiled faintly. It is not about size or strength. It is about staying calm, thinking carefully, and acting with courage. Anyone who does that can overcome challenges even in an unfamiliar world. Arena studied him for a long moment, clearly impressed by his words. You have changed the way I see humans, Noah. You have proven that bravery and intelligence together create true strength. Today you are not only a hero but an example to all my people. Noah felt a quiet sense of pride. He had never sought recognition, but he understood the importance of showing what humans could do. On Zithra, he had demonstrated courage, wisdom, and leadership, earning the admiration of an entire alien species. As the group returned to the palace, Noah noticed that the Xerians walked taller, their confidence restored. The northern fields remained stable, humming softly under the light of Zithra's moons. Arena watched Noah closely as they entered the palace grounds. You have accomplished much, human. Your actions will be remembered for generations. You have earned not only my respect but the respect of all Xerians. Noah nodded humbly. I am honored. I hope to continue helping your people and showing what humans can achieve when we work together. Arena smiled faintly. You have done more than that, Noah. You have inspired hope and trust. Your courage and intelligence have changed Zithra forever. For the first time, Noah realized the full impact of his actions. He had not only prevented a disaster, but had also shown that humans could be brave, clever, and dependable, even on an alien world. He had earned the admiration of the alien queen and her people, and he knew that this was only the beginning of a new chapter for humans and Xerians alike. After the Northern energy crisis, Noah was welcomed back to Arena's palace with honor. The Xerians lined the palace corridors, their glowing eyes watching him with respect. Many whispered among themselves, sharing stories of how the small human had faced danger, solved impossible problems, and saved Zithra from disaster. Arena awaited him in the main hall, her crown gleaming in the soft light. She moved with the same calm authority that had first captured Noah's attention, but now her expression held admiration and curiosity. Human Noah, she began, her voice calm yet powerful. You have exceeded all expectations. Your courage, intelligence, and leadership have saved our planet. You have earned not only my respect but the respect of every Xerian here. We have learned from you that bravery and wisdom are not limited to size or species. Noah bowed humbly. I am honored, Your Majesty. I only did what I could to help. The team and I worked together. Without their support, none of this would have been possible. Arena smiled faintly. And yet it was your decisions, your calm in danger, and your understanding that guided them. That is why I wish to offer you a unique place among us, not as a captive or visitor, but as an honored ally of Zithra. Noah felt a warmth in his chest. He had faced fear, uncertainty, and danger on this alien world, but this was something more. It was recognition of his abilities, his courage, and the choices he had made to protect and inspire others. What would this mean? Noah asked. It means, Arena replied, that you may assist in future missions, explore Zithra with our guidance, and act as a bridge between humans and Xerians. Your actions have shown that humans can think clearly, Act bravely and earn trust. You will have opportunities to shape the future of this alliance." Noah considered her words. It was more than he had imagined when he first arrived. He had expected danger, perhaps even captivity, but never acceptance or partnership. "I will do my best, Your Majesty. I want to help your people and show that humans can contribute meaningfully." Orina stepped closer, her glowing eyes reflecting the light of the palace. "Your actions have already shown that, Noah. I am curious to see what else your kind can accomplish when given trust and opportunity. Your courage has inspired my people, and your wisdom has earned their respect. That is a rare combination." The Xerians around them began to cheer softly, acknowledging Noah's achievements. Even Virek, who had doubted him at first, stood proudly beside him. "You have proven what a human can do," Virek said. "You have earned our respect and friendship." Noah smiled, feeling a quiet satisfaction. He realized that bravery was not only about facing danger but also about earning trust, inspiring others, and showing wisdom in every choice. On Zithera, he had done all of these things, and the results were clear. Orina gestured toward the palace windows, where the northern and southern energy fields glowed peacefully in the distance. "Because of your actions, the energy flows are stable, and the planet can continue to thrive. Your work has strengthened Zithera, and shown that cooperation across species can achieve what seemed impossible." Noah looked at the fields, feeling a sense of accomplishment. "I hope that humans and Xerians can continue to learn from each other. Together we can face challenges that neither could handle alone." Orina nodded. "That is exactly what I hope as well. Your arrival has opened a new chapter for Zithera and for humans. You have shown that courage, intelligence, and respect can build bridges even between the most different of beings." As the evening sky darkened, the moons of Zithera rising high, Orina led Noah to a quiet balcony overlooking the palace grounds. The glowing trees and crystalline structures reflected in the waters below, creating a scene of beauty and peace. "Human Noah," Orina said softly. "When I first saw you, I thought you were just another small creature, easily captured and forgotten. Now I see you as a symbol of bravery and wisdom. My people will remember you, and I will remember you. You have shown us the true potential of humans." Noah looked at her, a mix of humility and quiet pride in his expression. "Thank you, Your Majesty. I am grateful for your trust and guidance. I hope to continue proving that humans can be allies, friends, and protectors in this world." Orina smiled. "You already have. And one day, perhaps your people will come to understand that courage and intelligence are what define a being, not their size or strength. Your example will guide them and ours for generations to come." Noah felt a sense of peace he had not known since leaving Earth. He had survived capture, completed dangerous missions, and proven the value of his kind to an alien race. More importantly, he had earned trust, respect, and friendship. As the two of them stood on the balcony watching the glowing planet below, Noah realized that his journey was far from over. There would be more challenges, more missions, and more discoveries. Yet now he was not alone. He had allies, friends, and the recognition of beings who once saw him as small and weak. For the first time on Zithera, Noah felt that humans and Xerians could truly work together, and with courage, intelligence, and respect guiding their actions, the future looked bright for both species. Orina turned to him once more, her eyes reflecting both admiration and hope. "You have changed Zithera, Noah, and perhaps in some way you have changed the way humans will be seen across the stars." Noah nodded quietly, feeling the weight of her words. He had proven that even the smallest human could inspire greatness, earn respect, and make a difference. On Zithera, he had become more than a visitor. He had become a symbol of courage, a friend to an alien queen, and a bridge between worlds.